my name is Christina Lynn. My business is Lynn Financial. I love to talk about money because financial savviness is the skill that you can master. What I want to talk to you today about debt settlement is what to do and what not to do. This is an important issue if you are considering settling your debt or consolidating your debt or taking some action because you're frustrated with how your debt payments are going. There are some serious booby traps set for you in the marketplace. So I'm going to give you my best advice for what to avoid at all costs because it's not going to help you, and what to do proactively that you can do on your own, doesn't cost any money, and could really be beneficial for you. I'm getting the information for this video from this book. It's Surviving Debt. It's produced by the National Consumer Law Center, so totally legit. It is heavy reading. First thing to know if you're looking at doing any sort of debt settlement is that debt settlement companies are for-profit companies. Translated, they are looking to make money off of you. They may offer claims to reduce the amount that you owe in total, or they make it seem like they're going to take care of all of the logistics and working with the collection companies or the loan company, and they'll do all the corresponding, they'll send the payments. So what happens behind the scenes is that you're going to start sending your debt payments to this debt settlement company who's promising to get you a good deal. Well, they're not going to turn around and then send it to the actual creditor. They're going to keep that pool of money in a separate account. They're going to let that pool of money grow and accumulate as you continue to put your monthly payments into it, until it's a sufficient size enough for them to go to the creditor and offer a lower amount to settle the debt out. However, behind the scenes, you are becoming more and more delinquent, getting assessed additional late fees because your account isn't being credited that monthly payment that is now going to the debt settlement. So the debt settlement company, how they get paid is they're probably going to charge a large upfront fee. Then additionally, they're probably going to charge a monthly fee on top of that. And then if and when the debt gets settled, then they're going to charge an exiting fee to finalize it all. These debt settlement companies are going to charge you fees whether or not they actually get the debt settled. And they don't provide instant relief. Like we talked about, they're going to go through a period of accumulating your monthly payments, and then finally they'll offer to settle it at a lower amount with the creditor. But that's not an instant process. That might take who knows how many months to actually carry out. Their success rates that they might be claiming on their website or over the phone, the book says that they don't know how legitimate those are and that they can be misleading. A good question to ask if you're wondering if you are dealing with one of these companies is, to the rep that you're working with, do you get an incentive if I sign up for this program? They may be posed as a counselor, but counselor might just be an alias for sales rep. So you have to be really careful what you're signing up for. They make it sound really appealing to help ease some of the problem that you're feeling with the debt right now. And maybe they make it sound like a clever option that you can get out of the debt for less than you owe. Really just beware. Beware! Now, to balance it out on the other end, here is something that you can try to do if you are interested in settling your debt, just paying it off, but hopefully at a lower amount than what you owe. So I know this person that had some debt with an attorney. They had an outstanding balance. They kept getting notices in the mail. And eventually it was escalating to, well, if you're not going to pay this, we're going to have to turn it over to a debt collection agency. It was starting to get real. They were starting to feel that heat. They needed to figure out how to get this debt taken care of. So what they did was they found a way. This gentleman was married, so they found a way between the two spouses to save up enough money to then go to the attorney and say, okay, well, my bill is listed at $5,000. Would you consider closing this deal out at $3,500 just so we can make this go away. He went into the office, had a meeting with the attorney, presented it. He was very cordial and polite, wasn't at all threatening or complaining about the issue. It was more like, listen, this has been a real financial struggle for us. It took us a long time to kind of scrap this money together. Would you be willing to take $3,500 instead of the $5,000 so that we can both just close this chapter up and move on? This was our definite best effort that we can give you. Now, on the other end, it seems to the attorney that he's missing out on $1,500. That's a lot of money. However, the amount of money that he would have to give up if he sent it to a collection agency and then still would never know if the money would actually, if he would get paid on that or not, he might seriously consider taking the $1,500 haircut in order to just get this off the books. There isn't a magic number with this. They may present a counter offer, or they may just say, no, we're not here to negotiate. If you don't pay up, then this is going to go to collections. Everyone is different, but it does not hurt to try this method. The thing here is that this person did it himself. Him and his spouse, they figured this out. They presented this on their own. They didn't go through a third party that was claiming that they could make this happen for them. It's scary because he had to make the offer himself and go in there. That can be humiliating. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be brave. But he made it happen. Pat on the back to him. So although there is no guarantee that if you offer a lower amount, you're going to settle the debt and be able to move on free and clear, it is definitely worth the effort. One other thing that is going to make this a little bit more difficult doing on your own versus doing it through a company is that you have to pool the money yourself then. So you're not going to have someone else that is putting money aside for you and pooling up a lump sum that you can offer as a settlement amount. You're going to have to do that on your own, which requires a great deal of self-discipline. However, the trade-off is totally worth it because that way you're not going to be racking up additional late fees and penalties with your creditor as you are paying your debt settlement company to pool it up for you. I wish you the best with this debt settlement process. It's going to be worth it in the end. Hang on tight, get it done, and keep your chin up because you are an overcomer.